Hello, how you guys doing? This is Coach Ernest Allen. It is a Friday. I'm about to get my workout in. I've been doing these videos for a while now, just consistently over the last month or so. I appreciate everybody who's been tuning in. Watching for a few minutes that I've been on here talking. Really, I just wanted to share some things that I've been building over the last several years since I started, being a trainer in this industry and a coach. And every week is different. Every session is different, and it's a true journey that I love it. I don't always like it. Sometimes I hate it. Sometimes it sucks. Sometimes it's one of the best experiences that I've had. And sometimes I think that it's one of the best decisions that I've made to get into this industry, no matter how hard it is, and that's based on how I've some of the choices that I've made, which I've tried to cover over the last several years while I've been doing these videos. I have a podcast. I kind of filled in the dots there. If you want to subscribe to the Game Ready Podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and like several other mediums. I interview some guests. I have not a whole lot of episodes, but I have enough that I've been recording since 2020, on and off. I'm not trying to preach to anybody. It's just when something comes to my mind, I have a subject I want to talk to, or if I have a former collegiate athlete that wants to share their story, or a business owner, or somebody in the health and wellness, health and performance space, I interview them. And over the last several years, this industry has become so cluttered with so many people's opinion, and everybody wants to be so specialized with things. It was simpler when I first got into it, but now it's a lot more detail to it, which is cool. But everybody thinks they're right. Everybody thinks that they have the perfect plan, the perfect programming, the perfect exercise. There is no perfect exercise. There is no perfect plan. There is the most efficient and the most detailed plan. That's it. That's all. And that varies according to who you train and who you're able to work with, and who actually is able to connect with your message as a coach and as a trainer. Other than that, it's all conjecture and bullshit. Just being real. I'm not for everybody. And when I started realizing that, I stayed in this industry, and I continue to be in this industry. I've had great years, and I've had really bad years, but I've always tried to stay consistent with my programming and reaching the people that I'm supposed to reach. And that's pretty much the gist of it. I'm starting to work with more golfers, and that's been my goal over the last several years. I've gotten away from training youth athletes and athletes of all different types of sports, focused more on general population and recovery from injury and joint replacements, and just dealing with overall age-related injury restrictions that restrict people from working out. I try to get people past that, but now I'm still working in that realm. Still have a base of clients that I'm working with that I've had long term for close to over 4 to 5 years that I've been working with, which is a blessing in this industry. I'm a long-term practicing coach and trainer. My planning and my programming is for a specific person, a specific population that wants to get better regardless. I'm not trying to reach everybody. That's the quickest way to burn out, and that's the quickest way to really lose the joy in this industry, which I figured out and I've seen firsthand in my own personal experience. But that's pretty much the gist of it. That's my tool. That's, excuse me, I shouldn't say tool. That is my little tutelage of today in this industry. I'm gonna try, this is what interests me. This is what interests a lot of people. But this is what really, it goes beyond interest to me. I should say it really doesn't end. This is a part of who I am. I love helping people. I love seeing people do things physically that they never thought that they could do. That's the gist of it. You know, the interest of what I do is the learning. I'm interested in learning and continuing to learn. That's the interest that I'm referring to. This is my lifestyle. This is my life. I'm a coach, and it actually helps me with my own journey into improving my physical health as I get older and recovering from some of the abuse that I've done to myself willingly and when I played football professionally. So that being said, get out and be active today. I don't care where you're at. I'm here in Florida, as you can see from the flag in the back, and try to enjoy this whole process, even when it sucks, even when you don't want to do it. Because I'm negotiating with myself right now whether I want to work out. But I got a date with that landmine like I usually do. You've probably seen me work out a few times, a little bit with the landmine. Every Friday I got a date with the landmine. It gets me ready for the weekend. It gets me ready, gets my mind right, helps me finish the week with a sense of accomplishment that I've challenged myself. Enjoy your life, enjoy the day, take care.